Hi, and welcome back to Let's Win Dungeons of the Endless Break the Beta. I'm Fwop, and we are on level 4 floor, and I wish I had more characters, but I don't. I do have some good researches, some good equipment, and now I'm coming in with a bunch of industry as opposed to the last level. And yeah, things are looking good. Oh, I just got an awesome. Oh, that is an awesome Uzi. I want a character who can equip an Uzi, even if just to carry it to the next level for whoever. Alright, we have a ton of industry. So I'm going to lead off with what? I'm going to lead off with the industry generator. We're going to maintain it. The reason is we have a level 1 industry generator, so it's pretty inefficient. I mean, our level 2 generators aren't that much more efficient, but 30%. Remember that level 4 generators are 100% more efficient. That's double. So, since it's the least efficient one I have, I'll use my operating bonus to make up for that. Okay, let's hope we get another character this turn. I'm really hoping for Elise. Since it is so early, I'm gonna open this door, as I could almost certainly tank the wave with just one character. And it's likely to be a major module or something. Monsters double speed. Hate it. Hate it. Now, that will become a major module slot in 4 doors, 4 turns. I don't feel like I'm worried about monster speed just yet, but we'll see what the monsters look like. Okay, nothing in there. Dust is good. Now I'm not going to explore up here. I want both my heroes together in case it's a run straight for your crystal monster that I need to take out. Alright, one thing. Let's get our science going up, as science seems to be pretty prevalent. As I've been finding lots of artifacts, so I don't have a bunch of science built up. And food can wait. Oh, artifact? Nope. Whoa, whoa. Go. Okay, fast monsters are terrifying to watch. Alright, and we'll pop a food here, doubling our food production for the level. Okay, we've got some solid stuff growing here. That thing, I can't wait for it to die. This toxic cloud should slow down nasty monsters. Out for blood. Lucky us. We found an artifact. Oh look, it was close to the crystal. Yes. Yes, level 4 claymores. So good. So good. 1, 2. I can only afford it because I built this science crystal here. Why? Because I only had like 60. You want about 100 science and more than 100 industry when you start each level, if at all possible. The amount of food? I don't care. You don't need food at the beginning of a level. Let's see. I'm going to level up the professor as level 7. He gets 1 extra wit, giving him an odd amount of wit, which will increase his whatever his operating bonus by 1. That is so key. Always have an odd wit. Remember that the 0.5 from mechanical pals counts. Also, I'm going to build these here, as I don't seem to have a ton of major modules. Wit adds just the way you would expect it to here, so this counts as 19 wit. I get 2 from a level 3 mechanical pal. And they count as operators on their own. So if something says, like the emergency generator says, increases dust percentage chance, or take the tactile module. If it says increases attack, right, by X percentage, build a mechanical pal next to it, and then compare your pre-mechanical pal damage per second to your post. It'll go up. So what this tells me is that anything that gets a bonus from being operated, and the tactical HUD doesn't even say it gets a bonus, it just does. I think every major module gets a bonus for being operated. The mechanical PAL can help with. So an emergency generator in a room filled with mechanical PALs probably increases the dust drop rate significantly in the whole dungeon. Just like a tactical HUD, just like a LAN, just like a shop, although really it takes a ton of wit to get any extra dust out of a shop. Like at least 10 to get even one more, so one mechanical PAL should do it there. Alright. I really want to buy time till this research is finished. Our artifacts should still be safe from monsters. They start being not safe when you see the big walking crystals. Okay, has that thing died yet? Yes, finally. What do I want? Science. Science. We're going for the good research. Now, sticking with my theory of goodies near the crystal, I want to explore these rooms before I explore these more distant ones. Oh, what's that? A goodie near the crystal. That's right. Dust and another hero. We'll wait to recruit him, but only because I'm powering this room. Is that right? Is that true? Yeah, we may find better heroes. Maybe. But one thing I don't want to do is expose him to waves, because they will murder the crap out of this guy. Claymore upgraded. Whoops. Should have built a mechanical PAL. Oh no, never mind. Upgrading your industry generators is so good because they're the only ones that try and pay for themselves. Cost industry to make an industry generator. Therefore, the more industry an industry generator produces, the sooner it pays for itself and you start getting over-the-top industry income. Let's see, how many open major module slots do I have? None? Okay, we're going to coast on 18 industry production for this whole level, I think. I can't afford to move him, to have him operate somewhere else, but, you know, it's the price we pay. Now, I have level 4 claymores, which are really, really good. As what kills your heroes fastest is large stacked groups of monsters, especially in the early. Towards the end, there are some really nasty axe-wielding things that are anti-hero. In the beginning, it's masses of troops. So what I really want is slowed people in a room with my claymores going off the whole time. That's how you win. Now, I want to ask myself, do I gain anything by recruiting Namor? And the answer is no. No, I can explore quite safely on my own at the moment. Yes, and this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, sweet Elise. I haven't unlocked her yet. I really want to. I have this awesome Uzi, which more than doubles her damage per second. Yes, please. I really wanted Elise this playthrough, so I'm really happy. Elise is a law person. She's expensive to level up. However, she has 2 devices and a weapon slot, no armor. Now, I'll note at level 1, I have 12 bonus defense on Max, and he has 36 defense. At level 1, Elise has 35 defense already, with no armor. she is not handicapped. She also gets bonus armor every level, sometimes a lot. Elise will end up with a ton of armor. She doesn't need an armor slot. She basically has 4 slots. She gets armor for free, and then she gets 2 devices and a weapon. So Elise is awesome. Her actives and passives are also awesome. Her first passive is health regen +3 in a powered room, and defense +7 in a powered room. So her defense in a powered room actually exceeds all of my character's defense at level 1. And that ability gets upgraded. What? Elise, off the chain. Also, she can use machine guns, which are by far the best weapons. She is kind of slow, but she's not too slow. She's not as slow as Gork. She will die really fast to mobs. Really fast. So be really careful of the health, because I lost her a lot, thinking she was a super tough beast, and she's just not. She's not as tough as some heroes, but she does have really good defense. She's solid. Plus, she learns to operate. And with 2 devices, you can give her repair, master hacker, you can totally customize her. So good, so worth. Definitely gonna level her up to get her first active, which is Engage Turtle Mode. Adds 100 defense for 9 seconds and reduces her speed by 30, basically make her immobile. And it's got a cooldown of 3. However, as you can imagine, 100 defense is amazing. Biggest defense bonus I've seen in the game. Alright, so enough chatting about Elise and how happy I am, especially because I have an amazing weapon for her. How are we going to do this? 9 doors. I want to keep saving up for major modules. And there's a slot right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Keep saving up. Nice. Tin dust and a merchant. Here's an excellent weapon that we will get later. Do I want to pawn anything? Sure I do. Aftershave. Okay. I know I've already stopped and blabbed, but let's talk about aftershave. Aftershave is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Now look at what it does. First, let's talk about the negatives. What it does for my stats. You see my DPS goes down by 13 because my attack cooldown goes down. Or the cooldown, it increases your cooldown, which is bad, right? 20% longer between attacks. And it lowers your wit by 5. Wah wah. But it gives you Skulker permanently. What does Skulker do? If you've played with Golgi Furtiver, you've seen Skulker. It's one of her actives. For 9 seconds, Golgi can become untargetable by enemies. Now obviously you can't do that while you're carrying the crystal, but it means you can actively attack enemies moving through rooms without being targeted. You almost become immune to damage. Enemies just never shoot at you. You can harass a wave, and especially if it has a very long path, you can pick them off. And heroes target anti-module monsters first. This means those monsters that kill your minor modules, the like crystal battering ram things, and the big hulking walking crystals, and of course the little crystals. You can pick all of them off while just walking beside the mob, before they ever get to your bad guys. You can walk right past the anti-hero monsters, and you can pick off those monsters. Sure, you're not doing as much damage as you would, but hey, you're alive and walking through all those things. Plus it makes exploring a complete jiff. Anyway, this may be the best item in the game. Aftershave. Don't diss it like I did the first time because I was like, ugh, less damage, ugh, less wit. No, so good. Especially on Max. Why Max? Because Max can repair. He can pilfer, so you want to scout with him anyway. His attack cooldown is already low, so it doesn't hurt his DPS as much as it does some people. Of course, it works great on someone who has no DPS. Except that then you can't pick off those monsters. He can still attack. He's fast. He's just well balanced, and the penalty that makes him really resistant to these penalties. Basically, his balance makes up for the aftershave's penalties. He still has enough wit to do a decent job repairing. He can like stealth, sneak into a room and repair stuff behind monsters. He's just so good. You want this so bad. Now, it's level 4, so I don't think anyone can kill this merchant. I will literally sell... I will sell all of this. No. And a decent weapon. Oh, this is going to be so good. How much can I get for all this stuff? I really want to give the first aid kit to Elise, as her high defense and innate regen stack really well with it, especially because it has an ability that works in powered rooms, just like her passive. Okay, that's it's only 14 dust total. And what do I have? 13 already. Okay. Am I going to be using the professor? Alright. I'm fine where I am. I can't afford another major module, so I don't need to power that just yet. So I am going to buy this weapon as the... The 24 extra DPS over the previous weapon it gives me is really good. It still does not leave me weaponless. I could sell both of these to power an extra room. And there's not a chance anyone's going to get around to attacking the professor anytime soon. So is that worth it? Yeah. Let me show you what I mean by pawn. And we're gonna leave Elise in this room, as far as I can tell, monsters don't spawn in a room with a hero in it. A hero who's not opening a door. They will spawn behind you if you open a door. I don't have the shop module. So I can't get this aftershave until the end of the level. It's the only thing. Well, this armor, getting armor back for the professor would be good. Now remember, if you pawn things and the merchant dies, you're not getting those items back. So there is that. That being the case, there's no way I'm opening any of those doors that might endanger my merchant. Instead, I'm going to use basic Namor here. And put tear gas, bioorganic transference, and neurostun. Neurostun is good even in a room that's about to get attacked, because it causes monsters to bunch up. It slows melee monsters down just a couple bit, it gives you an extra second or two to deal damage from afar. It's great for ranged heroes like Elise or Gork. It can really buy them some time. It's not as good for melee heroes as they charge towards your enemy anyway. Alright, so we're just being extra safe. Yeah, because of stuff like this. And Namor will fight with us, see? The bioorganic transference look pretty good. Pretty dope. Nope, no monsters spawn there. Where am I gonna open the next door? I guess it's gonna be over here. Neurostun leveled up. If I get a level 2 to 4 Neurostun, I'm gonna be so stoked. Not the case. However, level 4 Mechanical Pal, yes, you want this. Why? Because it basically counts as 3 wit. And it's 2.5, which rounds up to 4, basically. So this gives us +2 on everything as Mechanical Pal. +2 production. Unless you already have an odd amount of wit on an operator with it. So that's a minus. But if they have an even amount, it's still worth 2. Okay. And we're gonna explore this room because because we already know where the other door leads to. Oh, look at that! No monster spawn there. Hopefully none spawned here either. Okay, this is one of those anti-hero monsters I was talking about. I like to run away because then you start separating. You can actually kite in this game. You just tell your heroes to leave a room, and then you tell them to go back to that room, and they'll stop, and they'll shoot at whatever's in range. Because that's how things work. Alright, we can afford another major module. It's going to be industry, as I need more industry. If you can't power rooms, you need industry because that's what kills monsters. I would pawn stuff, but it would be the kind of stuff that keeps me alive. I guess Elise could pawn her weapon. See how much it's worth. I mean, of course, it kind of makes her useless. It doesn't actually. It's worth 9. Buying it back will be pretty harsh. That might actually not be worth pawning, as it could potentially cost me. It's gonna like double in price, maybe more. That's bad news for me. Okay, I haven't seen any monsters that attack modules actually, which is exciting. Yay, self-powered room, and no monster waves. Okay, we can finally start sealing up some of these loose ends. Elise and Namor may be weak, but they can totally handle this room. I'll level her up. She gets the operate skill. She's gonna start pumping food out, which is what she needs to level up, and I'm perfectly happy to have her do that. And what do I want? I want a tear gas here. 5 slots makes that a kind of optimal place for defense. Neurostun, bioorganic transference. Okay, that's about all we could afford, but it should make this a good holdout area for him. If I could have put a Neurostun in here, that would have been great. Okay, look at what it does. I don't care if monsters are attacking you. Why? Because, yeah, my defense for my heroes is 0. They're faster, and they give attack power to my offensive modules when they're not with a monster. But 0. Bad news. You could lose someone so fast. Okay, mechanical power research is done. Let's see what we're researching before we do anything else. Industry generator is a no-brainer. And seeing as how they really rocked our... This is exactly what we can afford. Now this is a great defensive room. We're gonna keep going as far away as possible. We're gonna play it really safe. Remember, he regenerates some, and if he's gonna fight, this is where we want him to. At least remember, her ability no longer does anything. Is she gonna die? No. But we may have to spend some serious healing on her. Okay, we're just watching people's health. Okay. I think these transference pod things did some good work for us. I can't wait for this seal to die. 4 more turns. Alright, Neurostun and Claymore in here should help. It'll at least keep the masses of enemies from ganging up on me too fast. Don't have time, monster waves. Remember, there are no defense bonuses. And of course, last time I used Armchair General to make it easier, so carefully watching Aaron's health. Well, that went impressively well, and I blame the bioorganic transference. Okay, so it's hard to tell what these do. I mean, it's hard to tell how effective they are, but it says each kill heals up to 100 hit point distributed by heroes in the room. It's based on killed monster power, which you have no idea what that means. Here's what, whatever the magnitude of the effect is, what's important is monster killed. And the best way to rack up kills is with area effect damage, because you multiply the damage by the number of monsters, and then a bunch of monsters die, and you're healed a bunch. Doesn't matter, I mean, you know, it matters how much, but as long as it's some, it's good. So, you want this with area effect damage. You want it with tear gas. Neurostun makes monsters pile up, making area effect damage better. So really, this is the perfect setup. And I've been leveling the perfect group of weapons. Plus, heroes don't have area of effect. You need to get it from somewhere, and that's where. Let's turn this on, as we can build a major module in there at some point. And let's... What do you have, your nursing? Let's, you know, remember that these people can die. And by remember I mean, let's not cheap out early. Let's cheap out late. Once this seal is gone, I might consider doing better. Oh yeah, there's an item. And we're doing research? Nice. Augmented Blade. This is a pretty sick weapon, as I recall. 2 defense, 80 extra hit points, 44 attack power. The Eviscerator was only 34. And 4 hit point regen. Now the Eviscerator also has 2 points of cooldown, which is incredible. This Augmented Blade, pretty awesome. Remember, Elise is operating too, so she's giving us extra food, which is great. Elise is great. I really want her active. Her second active is like a grenade. She does a ton of damage in like 1 second. Totally pawn that for an extra room. Because I'm going to have to open doors. When you open side doors in unpowered areas, you create double waves. If I open one of these doors, this room and whatever these rooms are going to be coming through here at the exact same time, hitting my defenses at the exact same time. So that's dangerous. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open one of these, and I'm going to immediately build a neuro stun in this room, like right now. I don't care what it is. Okay. It was the exit. No baddies. There's still plenty of doors left to open. 55. So I'm going to get 46 industry over the next 2 turns. Plus 18. Leaves me 9 to play with. What can I do with 9 industry? Put tear gas in this room. Really, tear gas and Neurostun, it's not enough damage to make much difference. Even though it lowers their defense. So... I'm gonna put 3 of these in. Because there's a bunch of monsters coming whenever they decide to. Did I forget to research? No. No. I remembered to research. Alright, I want shop. I want the shop bad. Not only are shops cheap to build, they're like 35 or 30. They do so much good. They do so much good. It's going to be worth a bunch of dust. It's going to be keeping that aftershave and the items I've pawned safe for me in here behind all my defenses. And shops are amazing. Excellent tactical tool. Don't forget to build shops or research shops. Yep, bad things. I'm going to keep an eye up here as this fight's going to resolve sooner. Look how good this is. Look how weak this wave is. Look, you can't even feel it. He did heal a bunch from that transfer thing. Awesome. Awesome. I hate this. I hate that thing. Now, I have a bunch of dust. This area is holding out quite well. I want to keep farming dust because I have to spend a lot. Let's power the exit, as we're not really planning on building a major module out here where we can get smacked down. Although none of these monsters look like the kind that attack. 3 waves incoming. Once again, we'll watch this fight first. Alright, the healing is enough to hold everyone through. Look how nice and smooshed up they are for my area of effect. Oh, so good. There you go, 1 hit in before they die. Excellent. Now when you kill monsters and they would drop dust, but you kill them in rooms where heroes aren't, you don't get any dust. It takes heroes to collect dust. I want to be safer more than I want to farm dust from waves. Obviously my defenses are pretty awesome, but let's not. It's a roguelike. Play it safe. Get Elise's active. Here, let's take a look at the Shrapnelizer. So it's a 1-second ability. You can use it every 2 doors. It does 180 damage to monsters in the room, 80 damage to heroes in the room, something to major modules and something to minor modules, or so it claims. I'm not sure. The Subblaster says it does damage to heroes in the room, but I have not actually seen it do that. Don't do anything stupid with the blaster just because I said that, though. Alright, the shop is unlocked. That stupid seal is finally dead. I forgot to watch the fight up with Elise. That's how you lose, Elise. Note these claymores kill the weak enemies so effectively. Alright. Totally depowering these rooms. Now, Elise is happy here just farming. As, of course, she's also operating. Max can feel free to run around. Now, that's what we've wanted to do the whole time. We're gonna tuck the shopkeeper safely away. We're gonna add a mechanical pal, and our dust income's gonna go up to +1 per door. Alright, we're feeling great. Bioorganic transference 2. Up to 150 hit points switched. Still don't know how good that is. I'm gonna go with Science Creator instead, as I need science, as you can tell. And now we're gonna start saving up our industry. I don't want to build anything else. I don't think I need to. I've got pretty potent defenses. We also want to save up to buy Namor so he can carry stuff down to the next level for us. Where are... Oh god, please tell me there's another door left. Ah, right. Yes, there's quite a few. And there's an internal one. Save that for last. As potentially the last waves are the worst. Can I avoid building defenses here? Alright, we had a good thing going. Time to put an end to that. Elise is coming down here. We're making this place a safe zone. This is to avoid spending production. Instead, I'm taking dust and I'm making this whole area safe. So they can explore here safely. Like... Alright, well played, Max. Now, we have a bunch of great defenses here. Elise has a higher DPS than anyone. Hers is almost 100. We're gonna rely on our defenses, our healing stuff, Elise's abilities. Okay, obviously the healing is pretty damn good. What? Kill it. How did you sneak past anything? Well, that was unfortunate, but we can still power another room. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to build anything else, but I may not have a choice. we're going to unlock Namor, as our food isn't doing anything offensively to help us. And we're going to move him up here. He's going to help us have a forward base. Level him up. Also, we can carry that badass sword lower. How many doors do I think there are left? Not many. I need the production going to next level, so... Alright, note the heals, keeping Namor alive. Let's watch carefully. We're gonna play it safe. Use a claymore. Also note Namor's ability adds 22 attack to all heroes in the room. Okay, no wave of baddies that turn. We do have research to be doing. Note we're getting bonus science from Elise now instead of bonus food. Namor's expensive to level up. We go with food replicator. Probably the last research we're gonna get. We have 1, 2 doors that I know about left. Okay, we have to be careful not to lose Elise, but the Neurostun should give us plenty of time to see it coming. Awesome, no waves of enemies. A little bit of bonus industry. Alright, I believe we only have 1 door left. Let's double check. Alright, sweet. Smooth sailing and shopping here. I knew I had my research up. You should always consider your research before opening the last door. Alright, we're gonna send everyone in the crystal. We're gonna send Max to the shop. While he's at the shop, we're gonna look at our crystal. We're gonna look at where we're going. And we're gonna depower a bunch of rooms. I like to have a 2-room buffer around the path I have to take. And only at most a 1-room buffer around the crystal room itself. So that looks pretty optimal. What are we doing? We're buying aftershave for Max. He's gonna carry our crystal though, and the aftershave does not help crystal carriers. We'll consider that later. I just buy the expensive stuff first. And the augmented blade, 38 attack power from the lightsaber, 44 for the augmented blade plus regen. Does he have 6 defense? This does not. Oh, it gives 2 defense, regen, and extra health. Augmented blade, definitely superior. Just buy the most expensive thing you can for characters that you're just going to be pawning stuff on anyway, so just do it. Elise has room for 2 devices. Like I said, the first aid kit is, oops, great on Elise. The shield. Also good on her. Namor we don't want to fight at all, because we don't want to spend food on leveling him up when we're probably going to ditch him later. You never know. We might keep him. And... okay. Gonna ditch that one. T-shirt for you. Prison uniform for you. And we can't possibly carry any more items. I haven't seen a wit item yet, which is a little odd, but there you go. Alright. Let's consider how this is going to go. Speed 29, 23, 26, 35. Obviously we want him carrying. We want these guys protecting. Namor... I'm just going to put him at the exit. It's much more important to power places at the end. Than anywhere else. Okay, remember this room has a bunch of defenses. We're gonna put the professor there because his overclock is gonna be sick, especially in this area. And we'll have power there till the crystal bearer passes through. Elise is gonna run interference. We're definitely not using her turtle ability because then she'll die. She'll get left behind and eaten, until we get close to here. Namor is gonna stay out of the way and not die and drop all those items I want him to carry. And I don't think using your ability does anything if you're the crystal bearer. But I'm totally willing to test it out. And I'm not gonna level anyone because I need the food to heal just in case things go wrong. Okay, so his attack power is 51, defense 36. Let's use it. Grab the crystal sea out, it immediately goes off cooldown. Defense 36, yeah, it definitely just canceled his active. Send him here. We're going to control Elise personally. She is going to wave clear. We're going to watch the professor's health. We're going to activate overclocked. We're so surviving this room. Elise is going to use her bomb, which is awesome. Professor is not going to stick around. Nor is Elise. This Neurostun's going to do a good job for us. Professor is going to use Armchair General. Elise is going to take care of this hunter. And we made it. Slam dunk. Alright, that was an awesome level. We're looking pretty good to enter the next, and we got some amazing items. And at least 2 more companions, so I can't wait to see you on the next floor. Thanks for watching. Let's win Dungeon of the Endless, break the beta. and I will see you there.